I was gonna watch this video, you know. I think I've even got it in my watch later. Hold on. I think I've even got his. Hold on. I think I've even got his in my videos that I was gonna watch. Like, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna watch it on stream or like watch it like just off stream on my own. But I think I put it in here.
A few moments later.
Yes. Yes, I've got it in there. I was planning on watching it myself. Oh, what a save, Zylan. What a save. This is easily the best link you've sent. Not even just based off the content, but just off the context. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just off the context. Let's see what my guy's talking about.
I love video games. I love immersing myself in these fictional worlds. Whether it being killing mind control freaks on the coast of Spain, getting absolutely manhandled on competitive Halo, please kill me, screaming my lungs out on the borders of Tarkov, or absolutely destroying the legions from hell in Doom. In other words, my friends...
Hold on. I will just say though, just before we kickstart the video, the title does not give me hope. However, neither does the beard. I don't like his beard either, alright? But, as we already know, I'm just a hater. I don't like this too. Like, I don't know what this is. Do I have this? I don't know, but it's very noticeable, and now I can't stop looking at it.
I love gaming. Even though gaming is my passion, I understand that at the end of the day, all of this is pure fiction. It doesn't exist and should not be compared to reality.
Like, do we think it's deliberate? It's going over his lip. Like, in like a very strange way. Like, almost like he's drawn it like that, but like, not drawn it, but like pulled it that way. I don't know.
Exist and should not be compared to reality, despite saying that video games, specifically their story, need to be realistic. Even though it's fiction, they need to be realistically unrealistic, if that makes sense. And this applies to all of media entertainment: movies, video games, comics, manga.
Realistically unrealistic. So yeah, I think I understand what he means. Yeah, in terms of like, you should have like a kind of like, I wouldn't say grounded logic, but there should be logic even within your fantasy universe. And you know, when we're talking about world building, you have to kind of have your characters and story abide by the laws that you've already set in your world that you've created. So yes, I can understand that.
Anime, whatever. You know what's the main difference between Rey, not Skywalker, and Samus Aran? It's pretty simple. Rey is strong because she is a woman. That's pretty much it. This creates a disconnection between the viewer and the character. Rey didn't earn her power. It was served to her.
I will also say this. He's right. This is a character that I don't think I can defend in any type of capacity, because I think she's a shit character. Like, I think she's an awful character. Like a straight up awful character.
Now let's compare that to Samus. After her whole family was murdered by Ripley, she was trained by the Chozo, an alien race that are basically gods, and went through rigorous training to get where she is now. One is beloved deeply by the fans, and the other one is Rey, not Skywalker. Because although the story is fiction, the ways in which the story is told must be grounded to reality. Now, for some weird reason, someone is accusing Doom Eternal and its software for being both transphobic and sexist.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, it sounds crazy. What the fuck? How did this person come to this conclusion? I honestly have no idea. So let's check.
So I don't know much about Doom, so I want to see where she draws that from. But I'm guessing we're gonna see.
Now let's do something funny. If you think that Doom Eternal is not transphobic and not sexist and doesn't hate women and doesn't hate trans people, leave a like in this video, absolutely destroy the like button. Let's send a message to this guy right here that Doom is wholesome. It's about killing demons and that's it. Oh,
wait, there's a guy reviewed it? I don't know why for some reason I just thought Maybe that's just my misogynistic pig brain automatically just going, I thought women did it. I thought women did it. As soon as I saw feminist, I was just, oh, must be a woman. I forgot guys are also feminists too. I myself am a feminist as a man. You know what I mean? But that just glossed over my head because I'm also a misogynist. I am the worst.
And also subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Doom Eternal review. No trans or girls allowed. Weird. Last time I checked, the game doesn't ask you what you identify as to see if you can play the game or not. Introduction. Gender trouble. Doom is a game about killing demons and that's it. How is there a gender trouble in a game that is focused on killing demons gracefully? In these latter days of Nostalgia Mania, Doom Eternal shamelessly panned this to an older audience. I am 25 years.
Okay, why do I feel like that? Why do I feel like the article is bad faith? I mean, wouldn't it cater to an older audience? Aren't those the people that know Dune? Like, obviously, young people also know Dune, but it's like they know, like, the young people also like Dune because of the stuff the older people like about Dune. So why would they not cater to the main core audience of, why am I saying Dune? Doom. Why am I saying Doom? Why would they not cater to the main core audience of Doom?
Years old. The average age of the Doom player is below my age, and you can see that by checking my channel analytics.
Wait, how old did he say he is?
And this to an older audience. I am 25 years old. The average age of the Doom player is below my age, and you can see that by checking my channel analytics. I do not mean that in the sense of gore and violence. I mean it's literally made for an audience that craves an older time, not just demons and castles, though it...
Hold on. No, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, he's 27. I was gonna say this is like the same age as me, and I remember Doom being a thing, like, yeah, for people my age growing up. So, but she's trying to draw the parallels, or he. Why do I keep saying she? Oh my god, no! I'm sorry, women across the world. I am sorry, right? But he's trying to draw the parallels to fascism, which is crazy. It's crazy from the get-go.
Since the dawn of time, men have always been more physically adept than women, and there's nothing wrong with that. Each gender has its strengths and weaknesses, and we as humans should embrace those traits and strive to be better every single day. I do not know about you, my friend, but back in elementary school,
Okay, hold on. Let's all relax a bit. See, this is what I mean. When I say, when we talk about these things, it can get into very, very sticky territory. Very sticky territory because, yes, men, women, statistically, on average, you're gonna have more men that are stronger than more women. However, are we gonna act like all men are strong? All men are physically fit, all men can do this, and all men can be like, okay, if you're gonna have an action star and let's say she's a woman, like, picture this in today's day and age. If you have an action star, let's say she's a woman, and you see this woman, she's fucking going gym, she's going to the gym, you see her doing MMA classes, she's in jiu-jitsu, she's doing Muay Thai, you're seeing her keeping her fucking game up, and now she's in a movie or a video game where she's fucking up, let's say, bad guys. She just ba. Are you gonna tell me that Twitter is still not gonna be filled with raging men talking about she could never do this men and women on top, knowing damn well they could never take her? I feel like it's a really weird argument to make, simply because it's all about what the fuck you can do, like, as an individual.
There are a lot of women in the world that can absolutely kick my ass. They can absolutely destroy me if they want to, but they are the exception, not the norm. When you translate that to entertainment, video games, or in this case, movies, men are more physically prepared to perform in those projects, in those productions, than women. Also, like any business, you would like to target your product to its main demographic, to its main target audience. And in the case of the 1990s action movies, that goes to men, and there's nothing wrong with that. Do you know why Sarah Connor is one of the most beloved female action heroes in the goddamn world? Well, firstly because she is a believable character. There's a clear character arc that happens between the Terminator and Judgment Day. Even at her prime, Sarah doesn't have the muscle.
See, do we see the difference? Do we see the difference in the Sarah Connor versus Ray? It's just character, bro. That's it. One person is a character, another person just isn't. Another person just isn't.
Or the strength to beat every single one of her enemies. Instead, she uses every single trick up her sleeve to achieve her goal. That's what makes her such a believable character, and what makes her, Ellen Ripley, and Samus Aran the exception. This next one is really funny, so pay attention. Here's a pretty good example of a sexualized Doom girl, similar to how Samus Aran can be sexualized through her powers.
Bro, this is sexualized? Wait, this is sexualized? What am I supposed to be getting from this right now? He looks like a fucking NFL player. What the fuck are we talking about right now? What are these shoulder pads? How am I looking at this and going, wow? What is it? The big gun on her hand? Is that what's sexualizing right now? Oh, bro, everybody's a gooner on the internet, man. Everybody is just a horny bastard on the internet.
I do not know if you know this, but both of these pictures are made by fans. They are fan art. They were not made by the developers or the creators of the game. The developers or the creators of the game do not see either a Doom girl or Samus Aran like this. This is fan art made by fans. Why are you so upset about it? There's no—
And it was made by— yeah, this got to be rage bait. Like, he must have dug this out. He must have dug this out specifically just to post it and pretend like it was the developers that did it. And even then, I don't even think, bro, like, I don't know how many women even look like this for me to be like, yeah, this is very, very sexualized.
Meanwhile, if someone like me, who loves Metroid, wanted to be Samus or some other Doom girl, alternative to the classic male hero in Doom, I couldn't because the girls are, from a traditional standpoint, heavily regulated sex objects. ¿Quién vergas escribió este artículo de mierda? This guy cannot be serious. Are you telling me that any female leading video—
Wait, is he speaking Italian? Huh? I feel like that's Italian.
Games exist
Cazzo di merda.
Purely for the satisfaction of male players. I'm sorry to break—
like, I'm not gonna lie, she could probably whoop— I don't know, nah, she probably couldn't whoop me. She probably couldn't whoop me. She could probably whoop you. I could see her whooping you. Not me though, but you. Like, also, I don't know why it's giving it, like, see, this to me, I don't know about you lot, but this to me is sexualizing. You know, I'm seeing this and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Wait, is this the girl from The Last of Us that motherfuckers were saying is a man? Hold on, what's she called? Last of Us 2? It's The Last of Us 2. What was her name? Last of Us 2 girl? Big girl? Oh, it's Mexican. My bad. Shout out to all the Italians, man. I didn't mean that. Oh, is that her? Ah, no. Hey, yo, what was I saying, bro? No. It's not doing what it's doing. It was doing it when I saw the side frame. No. I changed my mind. I take it back. See, but the question is, what does she think about me?
What?
I'm not against sexiness, nor spiritual Conan adaptations. I am against sexism, or compulsory roles for men and women. At the very least, id Software could make the protagonist optionally female, but they didn't. They went out of their way to exclude women from any powerful role in-game, except the Khan Maker's role of Archaic Mother, a type of patriarchal boogeyman for the hero to slay, thus preserve, maintain order. I love how this guy uses like super ultra intellectual words to look cool. but he just looks like a fucking asshole. But well, here's one of my main issues with this whole article. Why is it such a problem that the Doomslayer is a man? The character was created...
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it sounds like, because I know Doom is very much focused on Doom, the Doom guy. You know what I mean? So it's like, it kind of seems to be like her main focus is that the main character is a man. Like, because you can't really do anything about that. And that was what she was complaining about at the end. Or I keep saying he was complaining about at the end. It's because I don't know what he's fighting for. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what he's fighting for. That's why I'm getting confused. Because I don't even know what battle he's fighting. I don't know what battle he's fighting.
Back in the 90s, where the main demographic of people that play these games were men, in a time where more than 90% of action heroes were men, and a story about a soldier who, since a ton of time, have been predominantly male. Instead of being upset about a game not having diversity, why not create an original story with a diverse cast of characters that mix well together and go on from there? Oh, you can't because all you do is bitch about things that do not matter.
It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
These types of people forget that they can create. They have 2 arms, they have a brain, they can think, they can analyze things, they can create. So go on ahead and create your own Doom game with a female lead. To grant women similar positions of power introduces a problem for developers obviously catering to the traditional default norm. Judith Butler calls this problem gender trouble, and it's precisely what id Software doesn't want. Their solution is to make trans people vanish and for women to be of a singular position. Damn.
Wait. Bait. It's got to bait. It has to be. Right? Because remember, I completely forgot. Trans people were even supposed to be in this topic. I completely forgot. And then my guys just pulled it out of his ass at the end to be like, oh my god, did you also notice there are no trans people in this game? So not only are there no trans people in this game, but they also women. They're trying to get you to kill women too. It's like, what? Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. I do not know. Because how many cats do you see in the game? How many frogs are there in the game? Is there a blue door in the game? I don't know. Are these things now hated upon because they're not in the game? I don't understand.
id Software cares about one thing and one thing only, and that is making and creating a super fun video game. And that's it. They do not care about checking the diversity boxes of Asian, Black, Mexican, trans characters into their game. Hot take, but adding minorities to a game for the sake of diversity is not going to elevate the experience and automatically add value to your game. It's not gonna do it. That's precisely the issue with Doom Eternal. It's a game for men when it doesn't need to be. Girls and queer people like metal, fantasy...
God, I hate. Okay, you know what? No, because I said it's bait. If I start engaging properly, it's going to make me be silly because it's bait. There's no way. Because of course it's a game for men. I mean, like I'm sure even the women that play it are like, yeah, you're not really gonna find many women across the world that are playing Doom. It's like, so it wouldn't make sense for the development. This person knows this too. They know this. That's why it's bait. They know it would make 0 sense for the developer to start going, you know what? Let's include messages for all the LGBTQ community. Because why not? We need to. Let's do that. Let's include them into this space and let's all have a good time. Even if some of them might want to, but they don't. Why the fuck would we do that? Why the fuck would we do that? Because what does that have to do with Doom? So they're not going to put it in the game. And this person knows that. This person knows that. Because Doom has nothing to do with the individual developers, like ideology, whether that be political or whatever. Like, it's just a game where you get to kill demons, man. It's just a game where you get to mow down demons, bro. And that's why I say this is bait. It's bait. It's usually the ones with like a lot of comments that you know would be siding. Let me see. Oh, he made a video about it. Yo, where's the video he made about it? I want to see some of the talking points for the article, because I mean, come on, bruh. Like, I didn't think there was any like really saving grace in that article. And you know me, man. You know me. I'm as progressive as
February 22nd,
I'm as progressive as they come.
I made a video called Feminist Reviews Do Maternal, and it is insanely bad. This video is hands down my most liked, commented, and better performed video in the entirety of my YouTube channel, with over 150,000 likes, 10,000 comments, and almost 1.5 million views. With the general response,
see, like that in itself just tells you what I just said earlier. That a lot of people are going to engage with that shit very, very seriously, and they think it's part of a wider problem.
From the viewers being 98.5% positive and the remaining 1.5% negative. Now, I do not usually focus on the negative aspects of basically anything. I think focusing on that is just a complete waste of time.
What's on the side of his shirt? I don't. There's always something, bro. he trimmed it. He trimmed it. See, I told you. It's not normal. He trimmed it.
But I got some pretty interesting comments stating that I was indeed sexist, homophobic, and transphobic for even making this.
I want to see the comments because I want to know if these are just the same, you know, offshoot fucking dumb comments that you see here or there that will defend anything.
In the first,
because don't get me wrong, these people do exist. They do exist, and I think they make everything worse for everybody. They make shit worse for logical people like myself. They definitely make shit worse for people like myself.
And so I want to use this video to explain where I stand between this whole ordeal called feminism and being woke. And so, just like last time, my friend,
hopefully, if I'm telling you right now, I will become a fan of this guy if he does not use the word woke unironically. Right? Unless the only time he can use that word is ironically, he cannot use that word seriously. Otherwise, like you already know, I already said people that will use that word seriously and try to act like it's the thing that they think it is, nah. Shut the fuck up.
If you think Doom Eternal is not sexist, homophobic, and transphobic, smash the like button with your butt. Just do it right now. And also sit down, sip some water, and let's dive straight.
Yeah, people like these are real, and I don't really come across them like that. So that's why I know, like, they kind of just exist in corners of the internet, and then they pop up because they get highlighted.
Into this crap. Do I hate feminism? Quick answer.
Let me see the answer.
No, I don't.
Yes!
Wrong answer. I hate what feminism has become, not what it was in the past. Some years ago, feminism...
Silly answer. Very, very silly answer. He started off well and then he became silly. Silly.
Was all about equality and equity of gender, a social movement where women were just trying to make their voices heard and put an end to sexism all around the world. I live in...
Which they are still doing. That's not changed. I'm sorry, let's stop putting this whole nonsense on like, oh yes, feminism has become this now. Feminism hasn't become shit. That still exists. There are still women that are feminists that are fighting for equality for other women across the world. Let's stop applying this like weird shit that like fucking you got Hollywood trying to pander here and there and try to switch their shit and try to go, oh god, what has feminism become now? Feminism is not just the media that you're consuming, my guy. It's not just the media you consume.
The general mindset of people here is very sexist, with things like a woman should stay in the kitchen and basically sacrifice their whole professional career, and men should be the sole provider of the household and work themselves to death being the norm. I absolutely despise that way of thinking, and I support what the old feminist movement was trying to accomplish. But now, the original message has now been so twisted and distorted that it's not even the same message anymore. There are so many branches of feminism.
This is just a side note. Since there's no snacks in my house, I'm being forced to eat mini cucumbers. It's not ideal. Shit might also be out of date too. Who knows? Who knows?
That they themselves do not even understand.
I mean, people identify with whatever the fuck they want to identify with. It does not change what feminism really is, bro. You know what I mean? Is that what I mean?
Understand, let alone agree with each other. Thought feminists hated us trans people. I'm so
Do the same thing with religion. Do the same thing with specific religions. You want to pick Islam, you want to pick Christianity, you want to talk about the fucking denominations there, and how none of them also agree with each other. Pick whatever category you want, and I'm sure you're gonna find people that don't agree with each other.
confused. I thought that this movement was all about accepting who you are and getting rid of all negativity around the world. But now, the message has been so contorted that it went from being we want equality and equity of gender to all men should die, long live Vajayjay.
Where's that message? Where's that message? Did he speak and confer with the fucking congregation of worldwide feminists to decide where they said this is our message, this is our overall message, and what we're trying to spread to the how does he know where I don't know. I've not gotten that vibe that was the message. I've never ever gotten that vibe that was ever the message. All men are scum. All men are scum. Like, I think a lot of motherfuckers are scum. You know, a lot of motherfuckers are scum. A lot of people are fucking... I hate a lot of people. A lot of people. Like, niggas have a lot of reason for me to hate them. And a lot of women also have a lot of reason for me to hate them too, bro. Oh, God, I'm a universal hater, but at the same time, no, I know there's a reason why a lot of women do not maybe like men or trust men, and why those women will see all men are scum. In terms of majority of men are scum, because maybe the majority of men they've come across are. That's their perspective, man. That's their perspective. It still does not change what feminism is. You know this is not the overall message of feminism, and this is why I don't like these types of YouTube videos, because I feel like they either know what they're doing or these are just their views in general too. Because you know that if you know this is not the message, why are you then putting it out there for your audience to kind of just, you know, put their own bias on it, and then once again put that to a wider issue? Oh, this is a thing that all feminists think of. This is what feminism is.
And it sucks complete ass because the actual feminists that strive for actual positive change in the people of the world get absolutely outshined by the louder portion of the...
And why do we think that is? And I hope he says so. And I hope he says why that is. Because obviously we know why the most extreme things of any kind of movement, any kind of topic, why in this day of social media, that is what we see. Are we gonna see a woman who's been a feminist for 30, 40 years, maybe speaking at a conference of 20,000, 2,000 people, 4,000, 5,000 people, over the course of an hour? Is that what we're gonna see? Or are we gonna see a raging feminist in her car screaming, shaking, shouting, men must die? Is that not what we're gonna see on social media? Like, why are we pretending like this is what I mean? He's not gonna obviously engage in reality because this is just a YouTube video. This is just a YouTube video. Oh,
bunch, and it's just so sad to watch. Now, the video I made got some pretty interesting responses that I want to touch upon in this video. So let's do it. Lol, this is such a neckbeard take, bro. Calls me a neckbeard, refuses to elaborate further. What the f? How about you immerse yourself in a bath?
These are just hate comments, bro. I want to see people talking about what they actually agree with. I'm sorry, I'm chewing a cucumber. Let me stop chewing on. Sorry, I have to keep chewing because I can't just swallow. I can't just swallow a cucumber. On TikTok, there was a trend called "Kill All Men." I mean, are we going to pretend like TikTok is not an insane place? I'm so confused, bro. I'm so confused. Are we going to pretend like TikTok is not a place where we see radical fucking Gen Zers and Gen Xers and people my age and just everybody in between? I say people my age, like, I don't know. Well, I'm the top of Gen Z, so I'm the king of Gen Z. You know, the ripe top of Gen Z, so...
You look how I expected. What does that even mean? I'm sick of anti-SJWs using Mary Sue's to bring down female characters. It's not that they are powerful or do not earn their abilities. Lots of people love Superman and he didn't do jack shit to...
Really? Oh no, I'm chewing a cucumber again. I need to stop. Okay, hold on. Oh.
5 minutes later.
Okay, streaming mode now, you know what I mean? Streaming mode. So, she's wrong. Superman is another character that is very, very strong, but I think also has that battle, you know, that internal battle. He is a god amongst men. He walks around. He knows he has the power to just, but at the same time, that's not how he was raised. He was very much raised as a human, you know, with empathy. He was raised right, you know what I mean? He was raised right. So that's why when you have Superman who has the ability to just end everything, he knows he can't, but at the same time, him knowing that he's unable to do that, the suffering around him still happens. And like some of the most engaging Superman stories are the ones where he deals with those things, and where he's like, maybe I think it's the one where like he leaves Earth for like, I think maybe thousands and thousands of years, maybe even millions, and then he comes back and Earth has advanced so much is that they no longer need Superman, and he's going through this internal thing of like, what the fuck am I supposed to do for a world that no longer needs a Superman? Or the other story where Superman is gonna die, and he's going through like his final kind of like moments. Is it All-Star Superman, that story? And he's going through like his final moments and like coming to terms and shit with it all. But what's the other one? Oh, there was another one where he's talking to like, I think he's talking to this criminal, and the criminal's talking about his past, and Superman, almost like in like a Jesus type kind of situation, is like, right, I get it, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. I get it. You know, that kind of human relation. That's Superman.
To get his powers. What people hate about these characters is that they are never given a challenge, and that's just bad story writing, not a feminist agenda. Well, there's a reason why Batman is leagues better than Superman, and that's a fact. Also, you are right. The reason why...
What is he saying? What is he saying? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? I don't think, no, this guy, he's gonna argue against what I just said, isn't he? I feel like he's gonna argue against what I just said.
People hate this new wave of characters is because they are never given an actual challenge. Since the beginning of their story, these characters already have all the tools they need to come out victorious.
Man, it's not like Superman at all. Not like Superman at all. I mean, Superman is dealing with fucking robbers and shit, and is like still dealing with just crime. And like, even when he's not dealing with crime, he's dealing with like big threats. Superman is still having to worry about people. He's still having to worry about, like, we're not talking about Zack Snyder's Henry Cavill Superman. We're talking about Superman. Like, we're talking, like, well, let's stop, man. Superman is not just a plain character, bro. The whole Batman versus Superman is subjective. Let's not act like this is a fact.
And like you said, that's just a bad writing. The problem here, however, is that most, if not all of the modern movie and video game characters that share these Mary Sue-like aspects came to existence thanks to this new wave of feminism. Rey not Skywalker, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, Batwoman, Mulan, etc. Like, I do not want to sound like an asshole that hates—
Wait, was the Mulan story because of feminism? I thought, like, bro, Mulan is an OG. What are we talking about? Mulan was from when I was a kid. Like, that story already existed before the Disney version.
Women or—
like, I've not seen the Disney version. Was that like, I don't know, some kind of different kind of story? I don't know, maybe it was, maybe.
Anything? Fuck that. I'm not a piece of crap. You get that? Yet, for every single lifeless, generic, and boring character there is nowadays, in this case, modern
strong female protagonists,
there's a male deuteragonist that acts and is an absolute joke of a person. For this
strong female protagonists
to shine, the writers feel the need to cover their male counterparts in other shit. In order for the female character to shine, they need to bring down the
because why are we ignoring that all of these shows and films that were mentioned were overall just bad films and shows? Like, these were overall universally seen as like bad films and shows all around. So why? I just feel like it's very, very childish to make this argument that it's anything to do with feminism, bro. Like, I've not watched this shit and go, this is feminism ruining this. Bro, it's Hollywood is full of fucking weirdos. Like, it's full of pretentious people that want to get their story out there. Welcome to people who feel like the world needs to revolve around them. Like, that's why they're making movies. They're putting their shit out there for the world and what they feel like is important for us.
A male counterpart, and I just cannot help but despise that way of approaching storytelling. For me, story matters a lot. A goddamn great deal. Whether we're talking about movies, TV shows, comics, manga, anime, video games, myths, legends, etc. Storytelling is a very powerful tool in our day-to-day lives. Stories help us understand one another. They provide entries into different cultures, time periods, and increase our capacity for empathy. They let us absorb information that creates a deep emotional connection as well. And ultimately, my friends, they teach us about life, ourselves, about others, and about the world. That's why it matters
I'm sorry, no, I'm gonna hate a bit right now. I'm gonna hate a bit, because what the fuck was all of that? What the fuck was all of that? What do they call it? What do they call it? Platitudes? You're not saying anything. Okay, we know that. We know that. So can music, so can art. Yeah, great. Media can move us. No fucking shit. And then he's just gonna go back to saying the same. Feminism is. We're not gonna ignore the nonsense that you just spewed because you played some music and showed me Berserk. I'm not gonna just ignore that. We're just gonna ignore that. And I know a lot of people are gonna just be like, yeah, this guy has got a point, because they're looking at him and they're agreeing with him and they're saying yes. But he doesn't. I'm telling you right, he does not. He does not have a point at all. At all.
Whole freaking lot what the giant entertainment corporations decide to show on your screens and mobile devices. You would be surprised how much the things we consume on our phones, computers, TV screens, whatever, shape our identity, our beliefs, and the way we view the world. It frustrates me what this industry of entertainment has become. It's just meaningless, boring, and very predictable. Nowadays, female characters.
What are we talking about? This medium of entertainment? Good shit exists. Good shit still exists. I've not even seen half of these fucking movies, bro. Or shows, because I don't care. Like, why would I watch something that I know is bad?
Are just perfect in every sense of the word. They never face adversity.
And most of them don't even know about this shit. This is just some online shit. This is just some online shit.
They never show human traits like giving into anger, greed, despair, lust, and basically any of the capital sins.
Like, think about this, yeah? Do you think he could say what he said within the first 3 or 4 minutes to any woman, right? And they'd go, yeah, you're right. Do you think this is purely for that fucking male teen fucking shit, bro? Like, it's not rooted in any kind of logic or reality. And I'm guessing this was like, what, a year ago? Yeah, 2 years ago? Because fuck it hell. Hopefully his shit's maybe evolved, because crazy. This is not it.
Which inherently describes what it means to be human. Instead, they are often portrayed as stoic, selfless, compassionate, and brave, with 0 character flaws, with their only character flaw being the evil man holding them back. And to be honest, those are pretty shitty lessons to be teaching this whole new generation of kids and young adults. And I wouldn't...
Bro, I'm not CGI She-Hulk. CGI CCC She-Hulk will get it too, you know what I mean?
Be even surprised if this new generation of children grows up to be a mass of sheer narcissism and entitlement. I mean, just take a look at TikTok or Instagram Reels. It's just toxicity disguised as positivity. Instead of teaching great life lessons through entertainment like hard work, perseverance, and never giving up, they are instead teaching the complete opposite.
Don't worry, honey, you do not need to work on yourself. yourself and strive to be better every single day. You are perfect exactly the way you are. Believe that.
This might seem like a positive
Is that not what you tell your children? Is that not what you tell your kids?
message to reinforce your children's self-esteem, but it actually isn't. If you bombard your kids with this message, all you will do is raise a person.
I mean, are we talking, why do we have to use the extreme? Why do we have to use the extreme? No. See what I mean? See what I mean? I'm sorry. If you're not seeing what I'm seeing, then I'm no. We are not on the same wavelength if you're not seeing what I am seeing. Why did he have to use the extreme? I'll tell you why he had to use the extreme. He had to use the extreme because he had to make the point that he's going to make. Otherwise, the point that he's going to make wouldn't work unless he used the extreme. Why would I want to bombard my kid by telling them that they are perfect the way they are, you are perfect the way they are? Like what parent would do that? Like a parent that would do that is clearly a weird parent, aren't they? So why do we now have to use that to make your argument stick? Because you know that regularly, if you as a parent was to just say, yo, Becky, wagwan, how are you? It's because you know that as a parent, like, you know that the point that he's about to make wouldn't make sense if he was to just use a normal parent that just said, oh, you're perfect the way you are, son. You're perfect the way you are, girl, like most parents would do to their child. So he has to use the extreme of it to be like, oh God, don't do that to your kids because that's going to make your kids all cuddled up and all this and that. Well, yeah, no shit. No shit. Cuddling your kids and making them fucking feel like the world is bubble wrap will maybe make them a bit unhinged when they're older in terms of not be in check. Let's not do that. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that.
The world owes them
Scousers
something for even existing, and that if they did something wrong, it's the world's fault, not their fault. And believe me, I know some people who are just that. And it's sad. And the worst part of it all is that all of this positive reinforcement the media is trying to push so widely is aimed exclusively at women. Men, however, get the short end of the stick, constantly being portrayed as idiots on screen.
But why do we think this is? We know why this is. We know because, okay, maybe there's not been a message, you know, that enough women can maybe resonate to. So maybe why Hollywood is now doing the extreme to try to push, you know, because they feel like, oh, for maybe fucking how many decades now we've kind of fucked up when it came to the messaging that we've been putting out in terms of like the culture, media, maybe how we treat people, stuff like that, you know, the kind of stuff that, yeah, maybe that. So it makes sense that now with Hollywood, you know, having a lot more women in positions, you know, women in positions of power that feel like maybe they want to put their message out there too, is also why we're seeing a lot of influx of, you know, messages with female empowerment. And once again, that's not a bad thing. We see that. That's not a bad thing. We see that. We see bad movies, we see bad products, and that's that. Some of these people just can't even make movies. These people can't make movies and they're bad products. We move on from it. We move on from it.
Screen and even antagonizing them when they show moments of masculinity. I mean, just how many times have I seen articles stating that Doom Guy and the people that play Doom are sexist just because the game lacks more female characters? It's just freaking.
But you see, because the video that we just watched, I am 95% certain that it was bait. Right, that's why I was even struggling to engage with it properly, because I'm 95% certain it was bait. So do you see how that has to be what the argument has to be against? That kind of article has to be, that kind of mindset, that kind of ideology is the only thing that these people can really argue against. So why would it not make sense that throughout social media all we see are the extremes of the opposite end that these people can talk about? I would not hear about these things if I was not seeing all of this discourse and complaining and this and that about it. Like that article that he found, we were talking about how that article, the person who wrote it was probably doing a lot of like digging to like find little things to complain about. he came across that article. He came across that article, right? Do you think just any regular person is knowing about that? Like, nobody's knowing about that until these people start talking about that and start engaging with it, like as if it's not bait.
Dumb. They have even gone as far as saying Tetris is sexist, all because the most powerful piece, that being the L line, represents men because it looks like a dick.
What the fuck, bro?
Or that AC units are sexist because they blow the cold and oppressive air of the patriarchy at the women of the office.
Like, anybody that reads this, like, bro, this is some shit I would read and I would laugh. Like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's obvious. It's clearly ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's clearly ridiculous.
What the fuck, bro? The fuck is...
How can anyone take this social movement seriously if we have things like this?
This is not the social movement. Like, what are we talking about? Like, there is no way you would say that to a woman, bro. Like, yeah, bro, look at this crazy article I saw online. Look at this crazy article I saw online. Isn't the feminist movement crazy? Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like I said, you will meet, most women that you meet in real life will be feminists. Of course, feminists want equality for every woman in the world, bro. It's like that's what they're doing and that still exists. So why are we then finding articles made by crazy people online and then going, look at what the feminist movement has become? Why are we finding fucking people in Hollywood that want to, narcissistic people in Hollywood that want to push their message on what they think is important to them, and you not connecting with that? Why are we then going, wow, look at this woman that put a trans person, or look at this trans person that put a trans person, or this woman that put a story about women, female empowerment. I didn't connect with that. This must be an issue with feminism. Is it? Is it? Like, are we acting like there are still not millions and millions of people that are feminists that are still doing the things that, you know, fighting for the equality for people across the world? Like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing this terminally weird online shit, bro? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hate, with no shackles holding them back or clouding their mind with stupid nonsense. The only reason he's doing this video is probably because he doesn't have a girl. Well, recently I began watching One Piece with my girlfriend Paloma, and let me tell you one thing. One Piece is infinitely leagues better than any show the West has produced in the last several decades, with some exceptions here and there. I might sound like a fanboy, but One Piece just hits right in the feels. The emotions this anime about becoming the Pirate King has given me are just so beautiful that I cannot find the words to explain them. A story about the value of friendship, camaraderie, never giving up, and sticking to your beliefs to the
where is he
very
going
end.
with this?
It's a wonderful story that anyone and everyone watching this video right now should experience at least once. And
Yeah, One Piece is great, bro. Like, One Piece is universally seen as one of the best anime, or even just, yeah, One Piece is goated.
I just wish the people in charge of producing these woke shows here in the West stopped focusing on things that really do not matter, like sex and gender politics, and began focusing on using storytelling to teach an audience of...
What was the One Piece point? What was the One Piece point? What was the point? No, I'm sorry, what point did he just make about One Piece? Cynical would disagree for it. Yeah, Cynical, I mean, if see, that's the thing. If they would disagree with me, they're wrong. It's as simple as that. Like, there's none of this. Yeah, people can disagree with me. See, that's the thing. People can disagree with me, but I can actually tell you why they're wrong. Whereas people can just say, oh, this is my opinion, da 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 da. Whereas I can actually tell you why your opinion is wrong and mine is right. So there's a difference, bro. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Millions of people on how to be human once again. In conclusion, my friends,
what was the point with the One Piece? What did he even say about that? That One Piece is great? That One Piece is great? What was the point? Like, I'll tell you, I think I said it before. He didn't say anything in this video. He did not say a thing. He did not actually say a thing in this video. And I called it damn near the start. I was like, he's saying a lot of platitudes.